Take appropriate amount of caution. I'm about to hit flip.
Okay. And we got our first tails, it looks like.
Yeah, which is not what we want.
Oh, shit. Well, it says up there, it says heads chance 20, so 80% chance tails. Probably we want to keep getting tails.
No, we want to get 10 heads in a row.
Oh, and they made it harder to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I think I think someone said it's something like 20,000 flips and you're likely to do it, so.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there's one.
That was a heads.
So
And
just
we got
9 more of those.
We got 1 penny.
Oh, perfect. This is great. Oh, and then you have a little menu now.
Yeah. And
we unlocked menu.
Great.
Great.
Just get 8 more heads and we'll be out of here.
Just get 8 more heads. Oh, okay. Well.
Is this predetermined?
I don't know. I don't think it is.
Okay.
But we can spend our money.
So for 1 cent, we can get plus 5% heads.
Okay.
For 1 cent, we get minus 0.2 seconds flip time.
That seems better to me.
And a 0.5 heads combo multiplier.
I don't know what heads combo multiplier means. Does that mean that for every heads we get 2 heads?
It might mean we get really more money for heads in a row.
Okay. I would get that flip time, early flip time. I think we invest in flip time early because minus 0.2 seconds, that's a better percent than 5% hedge chance.
Well, you could only say that if you knew how long the flip time was now.
Oh, it's got to be between 2.5 and 3 seconds.
I'm willing to get 1 of each.
Okay.
Oh, and they get more expensive, so.
Okay.
So it's now 1.2.
So
was
we couldn't
2
have gotten
seconds.
2.
All right.
Yeah, we couldn't have gotten it anyway. Okay.
I hear you on the flip time.
Yeah. Because as a percent of 2 seconds, 0.2 is huge.
Right, whereas at a percentage of 80%, 5 is not that huge.
Right. Although we can figure out what combo multi means if we want.
Sure. Yeah, I'm doing it. Heads combo multiplier is now 1.5x per heads in a row.
Okay.
I'm not sure that was a good investment.
No, but it was a penny. I feel like at some point we've got to have...
Oh, it already paid off.
It's already paid off.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. That was a roll. We were on a roll already. That felt... I could tell that we were going to be better at this game than Jack and Austin.
Yeah.
And I think that already we probably are.
We are both luckier and less superstitious than Jack and Austin.
Yeah. And I grabbed some readings just in case.
Oh, great.
Well, because I heard I had to do readings.
And they call me Snoopy because I'm not affected by the Red Baron.
And in fact, you have his goat.
Mm-hmm. This is the entire theme. That's funny. I'm buying that flip time. Oh my God, it's $1 to get more flip time?
Oh, but it matters. We're already so much faster. This flip time is huge. Just for engagement in the on the stream, like stream interest, it's worth it.
How low can this get?
I would love to see like a 0.1 second flip time. That would be beautiful.
I'd love it to be 0. Push the button, they tell me what it is. Oh, do you think upgrading the coin worth means that like the flip is worth more
than a penny? Yeah, I think so, for sure.
That's probably worth something too. All right. We're just laying down the groundwork here.
Yeah. This is track. This is all track. Every flip is a square in the railroad of 10 coins.
Oh my god, I need $1 so bad.
Is our record's 3.
Mm-hmm. We can afford...
Which in a way, if you think about it, is almost a third of the way there.
Yeah. I don't think I want to increase the head chance until we upgrade the coin. This 1 cent thing is slow.
Dem Queersigan says, not only do we not believe in unreal odds, we're also especially lucky. Now, that sounds like a contradiction, but it's not.
It's not.
All you have to do is remember Jack and Austin. I didn't see that stream. I don't know how it went.
No, I didn't either. I
did notice that it was like 3.5 hours long that they were in the channel for.
I know that won't be us. I will be asleep in 3.5 hours, so...
Right,
this is your 100th flip.
So we have to.
Don't tell me that.
Oh, I like to know. This is you're on a bad run right now, actually.
Definitely feels like that.
Which means you're due, I believe.
I think that's science, yeah.
Yeah, being due is real. Anyone who's watched sports knows about being due.
Well, the real trick is that computers are bad at random numbers. I don't know how random this really is.
It might be the easiest kind of random number to do, though. Did you hear about the random numbers generated by the lava lamps?
No, I've never heard about this.
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was for, but there was some like computer thing where they needed. There we go. Lavarand, a hardware random number generator designed and trademarked by Silicon Graphics in 1996. The system operates by digitizing the chaotic patterns of warm wax blobs oozing inside an array of lava lamps. This data is then processed with cryptographic hash function to produce a high-quality seed for a cryptographically secure pseudo-random number generator. From 1997 to 2001, SGI ran a website that demonstrated this technology. Its visually distinct method makes it a frequently cited example of entropy sourcing. The concept was later revived and popularized by Cloudflare, which uses a wall of lava lamps in its office as one component of its entropy gathering system, the Wall of Entropy.
So it's wax in there?
Yeah, it's lava lamp. Yeah, lava lamp is paraben wax, I think, and oil.
There are multiple endings to this game. Okay, so we have our nickel.
There's multiple endings to this game?
Yeah, that sounds fake, but they're saying it's real. Anyway, so we have 10 cents. Do you want to get a heads chance upgrade?
I think that this is... I think yes. I think that we're still in the zone where minus 2 seconds flip time is technically probably more efficient over time, especially the earlier that we do it. But on the other hand, 10 cents is 10 cents. And I doubt that it would, if I was playing, few flips as possible lightning round, that's what I would do. But we're just streaming. So I would take the heads chance.
Of those endings, you have a 10% chance of the coin actually landing heads.
That 5% did not do it for us.
I'm not sure that we can say that yet. We're certainly cold.
In how many more tails? There we go. Okay. That's money. This is money.
But yeah, I would. When we get to $1, I'd rather have the flip time than the heads chance.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the nickel.
Although maybe for when we have $1, I'd rather have a dime.
Oh, is it? But will it be a dime or will it be like 7 cents?
There's no such thing as a 7-cent
coins. Yeah, but
they're making up
could.
coins.
They might make up coins. I wouldn't put it past them.
I think these people are our friends.
I believe you though, because I just saw the multiplier for no, because we did get a fraction of a cent for the multiplier at nickel, right? That would you would have to.
Did I? I mean, we have a whole cent now.
We do have a whole cent now, but I mean 1.25 up from 5 would be between cents. And I thought that's what our first one was. Ooh, artist, this is a revolutionary new technique. Are you whamming on it when it's coming down? I can see the flips coming faster.
Yeah, I know that I've discovered that you can't get it even a moment too soon. But you can.
Yeah, look at that. That was a beautiful one.
Okay, we have $1. I think I want a dime. Because if it doubles our winnings.
I think you want a dime, yeah. Oh, dime, then time, then chance.
Yeah, the multiplier you really want when you have a higher coin, right?
Yeah.
Or a higher chance.
Because for the multiplier now, instead of we're getting 30, right? For a 10 and then a 20. That's huge for 2 heads in a row.
But our chance of 2 heads in a row is still pretty low. There it is.
Yeah, and I know it says 30, but it's hard to believe that it's 30. Although you did just get 4 out of 5. That's huge. You're at $1. That was a fast dollar.
Well, the next one's 10 over there.
Look at this. Now we're like pork chop from that episode of Doug. Flipping that quarter. Look at that. Set back, already back to above there we go. Now we're above $1.
Bump up the heads chance, right?
Heads, and then we can afford the multiplier too.
Okay, so we need $10 for flip time and chance, but only 6 1/4 to get to a quarter.
Yeah.
And that's probably our next best.
I think we hit that multiplier again.
Right now?
We're getting a lot of doubles, yeah. It feels it's not true. It feels like we hit 2 heads in a row more often than is statistically probable, but we hit heads less likely than is statistically probable. So I think that makes the multiplier feel more worth it.
We have not gotten doubles since we bought the multiplier.
Since we bought the multiplier. We spent all our doubles luck.
And remember, we are less superstitious and luckier than Austin and Jack.
So far, I think that's proven. There we go. I didn't notice how much we got from that, but I still like that it happened.
We got 30 instead of 10, so it was... It still hasn't paid for itself.
This is where in another game they'd introduce a flipping machine that would come and flip quarters for you. so that you could go do the dishes while your numbers went up.
Right,
This
whereas
game is courage.
we just live here.
We just live here. And that's right.
Well, yes, I mean, fundamentally, once the game is letting you not play the game, you're telling yourself the game isn't fun. Whereas I'm having a lot of fun figuring out exactly when to hit flip.
I basically agree with that. If the feeling a game gives you is if the feeling a game gives you is like making you want the game to happen without you necessarily being involved in it, I think that a lot of times that's a weird game that I'm not sure about.
Oh my god, I need the 6 1/4 so bad.
That's base coin worth. Okay, nice. Yeah. What do you think we're going to? 15?
I think we're going to a quarter.
Oh my god, that would be unbelievable.
I mean, how else am I going to get to $10?
Time, patience, luck.
All right,
oh my god! Oh my god! The next one is $100.
It's gonna take a lot of time and quarters. We're gonna need to.
Yeah.
Although we essentially have an infinite amount of money, right?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, so that's 6. And we have $45.
We have $45.
Do we want to buy something, or do we want to wait for this run to be over?
I think that we spend it now.
On
spend it all on heads, as much as we can on heads chance.
Well, as we knew was going to happen.
Well, it could have, I don't know. But yeah, probably.
Should I just get both of these?
I would do, just do both of them.
All right. Oh my god.
Oh my god! What is that? How many are we on?
That's 7, I think.
7. All right,
should
we get heads chance.
Should I change the coin? Or do you want heads chance?
I think heads chance.
All right.
Ooh. So it goes.
Oh my god.
But those multis, oh my god.
Oh, the coin's worth $1, and that's the maximum. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
We're the lucky guys.
We are, yeah.
We're the 2 lucky guys.
We're the 2 lucky guys. That's what's definitely happening here.
Multi-combo?
I mean, if we buy multi-combo and hits, it's going to pay for itself immediately.
I know. Yeah. Wow. It totally hit, and it paid for itself immediately 5 times over. Well, it paid out 5 times over. I don't know what the difference between the 2 levels would have been.
I'm not gonna get the flip time until we miss.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna buy this heads chance.
Yes, buy the heads chance.
Oh, I can keep buying that. That's 8.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Whew. I think maybe at this point it's so, well, yeah, we maxed it out. Who cares? Um, it's so profitable to get 2 in a row. It's almost like flip speed has become, that's like last year's game. That is like, flip speed is not meta.
But yeah, now we only have the one thing.
Now we only have the one thing.
I wonder how high that goes.
Does it flip higher if you hold it? Like when you jump in a game?
I don't think so.
No. Little roll.
Oh my goodness.
I think we'll get it so fast once we get that 10,000.
That was our 500th flip.
$500th flip, and what did we hear that the, like, it becomes likely to get it after how many?
Here's the thing, that probability is floating. The fact that we haven't gotten it means it's still the same number of flips ahead of us.
Sure. But what number was it?
It was 2,000 something.
Was it only 2,000?
4,000?
Someone said 7,000.
This can't be true.
Riley Joe says it's 1,024, but we're at 50% hedge chance now, but we weren't when we started.
Right.
So in that sense, it's an impossible problem to figure out, but. Oh. Beautiful. Was that 9?
That would have been 9.
That would have been 9.
I'll tell you, that one hurt a little bit.
That one hurt a little bit. But hey, we made it through the solfege.
I think we're getting to this any time now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The 55% chance should mean that the combos happen a little more often.
It's true. 5% more.
5% more.
They gave us a number to tell. I know for sure that we're beating this before we can buy another heads chance. That last heads chance, that's for suckers who can't flip.
I think that's true, yeah. It's definitely for suckers who don't understand how much money you get from the different legs of these combos right now. But yeah, it's 100,000. That feels like a lot of money right now.
So it feels like a lot of money. Even with these combos, it took us a few minutes to get to 10K. Once more through the solfege and we can get to 10K again, but there's nothing left at 10K.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, no dough. We missed on the dough.
I guess it's worth noting that that got us like 2,000.
Yeah. The whole run or the last flip?
That whole run.
The whole run, yeah.
So 100,000 is truly pretty far away. Oof.
It's tough. With nothing else to buy, what's impressive has moved so far away from like 3 in a row. Three in a row is nothing to me now.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that 7 in a row is anything to me now.
7 is something because I can hear how close we are to wrapping back around to dough.
Oh my goodness. It does. This is just like a game designed to like pull all the gambler's fallacies out of your brain, right? The like.
Maybe, but there's not a lot of gambling you can do.
I just mean like the feeling that you're due.
Yeah.
That I got 3 tails in a row, so I should get 3 heads in a row.
It's only fair.
I wonder if it is statistically more likely for us to get to 100,000 before we get it.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was 9.
That's 9. Oh! That was cruel.
That's not how I thought that was gonna go. Huh.
There is only 2 ways for it to go.
Well, it said it would assign you an ending when you get to 9, and I thought that meant that no matter what, it was gonna be over.
Oh, are you doing that?
I don't know what.
Something's happening to the game audio. Is that you? Is that our ending happening? I can hear something.
What does it sound like?
When you flip, it goes like boom, 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 boom.
Isn't that just a coin sound?
Oh, I think it's just the game audio is getting weird. I thought maybe you were right and there wasn't anything happening.
Maybe that guy in the back's gonna stand up and take the coin
Shoot
and
us.
run away.
Oh. Pull a gun out of his glass. That's what I think.
Oh, we're running cold right now. That 9 was worth around $30,000 though.
Yeah.
So I need 2 more 9s to get to that.
2 more 9s to get 5% more heads chance. I think at that point we can no longer be the lucky boys.
I'm not sure we're the lucky boys now.
Oh? Are you not?
Well, I definitely shouldn't have said that while that was happening.
I still feel like we're doing good. I feel talented at this.
I think that's the perfect word for it.
Yeah, talent.
All right.
It's funny that the coin looks so sad when we get the tails. But the fiction of the game is that the coin wants to be on tails, doesn't want us to flip heads.
Is the coin against us?
Yeah, the coin's against us. I definitely saw it say that the coin doesn't like you.
I thought people were just like personifying the probability exercise.
Oh, no, I think that the Steam page says that the coin doesn't like you.
Oh, that hurt my feelings.
Yeah. But I'm collecting soul fedges, so that's like 5, I think.
Should be like a secret ending. If you're at this point, you get 10 tails in a row, right?
Oh my god, the coin's getting art. That would be great. I mean, but unfortunately, we actually did get 10 tails in a row already.
After getting to 50-50?
Oh, not after getting to 50-50.
I remember having $7,000 and thinking we'd never get to 100,000, and here we are at $53,000.
53,000, although I still am not sure about that 100,000. Clearly, it's there to get. Ooh.
And whatever happens, at least for people who currently have $54,000.
Yeah. I do crave the completion of the scale. A mocking, this is your 1,000th flip.
Yeah.
Before the cliff. I believe that we're just past being officially unlucky.
It is possible, although unlikely, this game will never end. There are no safeguards in place to prevent such a thing. This is an exercise in raw probability. 20% is unfailingly 20%, 30% is unfailingly 30%, 100% is unfailingly 100%, though you cannot ever reach 100%. That would defeat the purpose. Does that mean that 95 is as high as it goes?
I can't imagine how much time you have to spend flipping and not get 10 in a row to get 95%. Ooh. We've gotten several near misses recently on completing the scale.
How is this
fine.
not...
I don't live for the 10 heads. I live for the flip.
How is this not the most popular game on Twitch? What's happening here?
It only came out today, I think, or maybe it didn't, but I only heard about it today.
Unscrupulous streamers could be out here doing side bets.
Ooh, that's true.
That said, go to FanDuel.com, promo code. I don't even have a fake promo code. Don't go do gambling.
We do have a promo code though for 6 more days. If you go to friendsoftheTable.cash and want to sign up for our Patreon.
That's right.
with the promo code Burn Thrones to get $2 off our $5 tier, and build tables to get a 20% off every higher tier than that. But I don't flip. I don't flip for Patreon subscribers. I flip for the flip.
Yeah, I would be doing this anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one.
Cruel and unusual, and it's feeling very much like we're gonna get.
It does feel like we're gonna get to 60%.
It does feel like we're gonna get 60%. How's your mental game right now, Art?
I'm doing great.
You feel strong. You don't feel weathered by defeat.
No.
You don't need to clear your mind.
No, there's no. Well,
couldn't even finish a sentence. That's how clear it is.
Well, we were getting a lot of tails in a row.
The mind is extremely, Flip. The mind is extremely flip.
The mind is extremely flip.
Soul Edge, got it. We got another 2 very recently. 5% hedge chance. This is looking good.
That's the max?
60 is the max. This is our ending.
That was the ending?
Wait, what happened?
Well, the achievement I got says flip the coin too high.
Art, you failed. We lost. We got a random, did we get a bad end?
Well, the game is over.
We got a bad end.
Is this because
oh my god. Sweat Cheeks' Jack hit 5,000 flips. So I think we did pretty good.
5,000?
The lucky boys. Yeah, ours was 1,178.
Hold on.
Is that a real, I mean, to me this is a bad end because we didn't get to see it get to 10.
Yeah, I agree.
And look at the Mocking Bear. Oh, okay. Apparently Jack's first one was at around 1,200. The game ended, but that's not a win. Well, we've got to... I feel here for a win. No, that's not true. I'm here for flipping. I don't flip to win. I flip to flip.
Flip to flip. How do I make this start over, though? What's the...
Is there a flip? There's a flip button. Can you flip?
No.
Oh, there's an exit in the top right.
Oh.
That was the world's unfairest flip, I think.
Yeah. Oh, like the name of the...
Yeah, like the name of the... Oh, the speed of the flip. Oh. I'm puking. I'm literally puking.
This is unbearable, yeah.
Unbearable. I take it back. It's flip speed is still the meta. If you need any grounding at any point, Art, I have my readings prepared for you. You just let me know, and I'll try my best to center you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
I cannot believe how much that like half a second. You really feel a half a second.
But yeah, I really feel like the heads chance is the least important part.
I agree. Although we could, I think that we could still go for flip time for now. Oh yeah. That's feeling good.
Definitely. And then coin value is also very important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But multiplier is definitely our next upgrade.
Yeah. It's tough. I don't have the numbers brain to like work out heads combo multiplier versus base coin worth, because the multiplier is so valuable, but it is exponentially more valuable the more base coin is worth.
Yeah, I think base coin is the most valuable upgrade. I just think that waiting 25 more, 15 more cents, you'll get that back in the...
I think that's probably true.
I can't wait for some supercomputer to solve this upgrade tree, though.
You mean like create the optimal path?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing with supercomputers these days?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Hundredth flip, that's nothing. I could flip 100 flips in my sleep.
And knowing my brain will. Oh, hold on. I need to send a message.
Wonder who. I'm sure that one of these endings we learn about this mocking bear.
I've already gotten him tattooed on my arm.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You really do flip in your dreams. Do you have game dreams, Art?
Sometimes, yeah. What about you?
I have weird dreams because of not being able to visualize anything. I can visualize stuff in my sleep, but then the second I wake up, it's all gone. So it's very hard to retain dream memories. Sometimes I'll wake up feeling like I had a very vivid and realistic dream, but not being able to recall the vividness or realism of it. But I don't think that I tend to have video game dreams, even when I'm playing a lot of games. Maybe sometimes very broadly, like, some narrative beat in a game will show up in a dream, but normally I might myself sort of living out a weird version of my life.
I used to have, like, Bejeweled dreams all the time.
Wow. Did you play a lot of Bejeweled, or is there something about it appeals to your dream self?
I think both. I played a fair amount of Bejeweled. You know, in the early 2010s, it was just like a game I played idly.
Right. Yeah. There were fewer games to play idly. And so you had things like Bejeweled that were like... Although I guess now it's Candy Crush. You play Candy Crush?
No, because Candy Crush just wants to get money out of me. Bejeweled had already gotten my money,
true.
and so it's just a fair proposition, you know?
And Candy Crush, I'm also remembering, is somehow Microsoft, which I didn't know until the boycott.
Oh, is that so?
Going around. Yeah. I've never even seen Candy Crush. Like, I genuinely don't know what it is. I never had like a puzzle game that was me. I always like didn't like Tetris. I kind of liked Bejeweled.
I was a snood person as a high schooler.
Snood. That sounds familiar. Is that the weird game with the virtual pets that Janine and Austin played on a stream?
No, Snood was like
That's what that reminds me of.
Where you like shoot things and if you match they break.
Yeah, okay. I was Lemmings actually. If I had to pick a game that was me, it was Lemmings. Although Brick Break and the various iterations thereof.
Oh yeah, I loved a Brickle.
Yeah.
We're definitely less lucky than last time.
Oh, that's true. Although that was a nice little run.
That was a nice little run. And of course, at this phase, luck is more about hurting your upgrades than...
Yeah. What do we think? Multiplier next? Now that we've fallen in love with Multiplier?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Multiplier than the 0.2 seconds right now.
And it's close. It's feverishly close.
I do feel feverish.
For some reason in my school, we had a really old computer in my 3rd grade classroom. This was a good school. I lived in a town where people were like, you should move here for your kid's school. And for some reason we had like, this was 2000. This is the year 2000. And we had a computer that took floppy disks and had, we had like floppy disks for Oregon Trail and stuff.
You mean like proper floppy disks?
Yeah, like proper floppy disks. It was very weird, but I would play during snack. That's the machine that we would play Oregon Trail on. I was obsessed with Oregon Trail.
I think everyone of a certain age was obsessed with Oregon Trail at one point.
That's probably true.
I'm like mad they don't still make it. Like
they just made one. They just made one 4 years ago. Yeah, they actually make them all the time to varying success. Usually pretty bad.
I'd also really like a new Carmen Sandiego if someone's working on that. Oh my
god, the original Oregon Trail is from 1971.
Wow.
Oh my god. It's a text-based, a pre-graphical Oregon Trail game produced by the Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium. It was developed... oh, that's weird. It says it was developed in 1971, but then it says that consortium was beginning in 1975. So I don't know what that means. So I must have played Oregon Trail 2, maybe 3.
Oh, I think you're just wrong about how long Oregon Trail 1 stayed around.
Well, I definitely was playing a graphical game. This was a text-based game with no graphics.
Oh, yeah, I guess I remember the one where you, like, went out and shot the squirrels with your mouse, right?
That's the one that I'm thinking of. It wasn't an Apple II that I was playing on. Yeah, it must have been the Oregon Trail 3rd edition, I guess, by the Learning Company. Although the box for the 1985 Oregon Trail game looks familiar. So it was one of those. Oh, it was both of these. I played both of these.
Oh, I definitely played a lot of Oregon Trail before 1995, but...
Yeah, maybe you played the text-based version.
No, because I remember shooting those squirrels.
Yeah, shooting squirrels.
But it was in 93, 94, in that range.
Even to this day, I like a game where you can shoot squirrels with guns, even though I don't have a gun, so and if I did, I wouldn't kill a squirrel with it.
I don't know. The squirrels run on my roof so loud.
That's cute, I think.
The first time it happened, Jessica like half woke up and said to me, "Is there a horse on the roof?"
Oh my god. And there wasn't.
No, it's just two squirrels running around.
Squirrels.
Or wood horses, as they call them.
Yeah, I have 2 ferrets, and they're not squirrels, but they're pretty close. And one of them is quick and energetic, and when he puts his mind to it, he can really thunder down the hall.
Sure. I'm having like a wildlife problem in my yard here because we have squirrels and we have a dog, and the dog would like to run after the squirrels, but I'm pretty confident that she'll never catch one.
Right.
But now there've been a lot of cats around, and I'm not sure that a cat can't catch the squirrel.
Cat can absolutely catch the squirrel.
And then I've got potentially dead squirrel in the yard. And I don't want my dog to eat squirrel.
That's true. I think that could happen. I think that between the fact that the cats are going to eat the squirrels, that they're going to, if they don't eat them, they're going to drag them away somewhere. And the fact that I don't know. I guess dogs are into all sorts of gross shit. But most dogs that I've seen are not so into carcasses.
Oh, that might be.
They mostly like the movement, and they don't really like the smell of rotten yard meat.
Yeah.
I think you're probably safe.
Mabel's a wicked girl.
And what's a little squirrel between friends?
Sure. Because she's also never going to catch one of those cats. That's also not going to happen.
Right. Even less so than the squirrels.
Well, she ran past one of the cats without seeing it this week, and it was a real, like... So not only do I not think you can catch the cats, even if you had an opportunity to catch the cat, you just missed it.
Right, you didn't even see that it was there. Is she an inattentive dog, do you think?
I do.
The disparity, the skill gap between cats and dogs is so huge.
Yeah.
Cats have enormous talent, and dogs are total buffoons.
Mm-hmm.
Henry. It took me a while to decipher the name, but I got there. Says, our cats sometimes kill mice that get into the house, and then they just sit there not knowing what to do next. Yeah, the indoor cats they operate on instinct. They have the instinct, but then they're like, I eat kibble. I don't know what you want from me. Outdoor cats, though, they have the next steps. They know the plan. Although my childhood cat was an outdoor cat, and he was definitely capable of killing birds and squirrels. I never really saw him do it very often, and I would hang out with him outdoors all the time, and just watch him from afar sometimes. But he would still come in and head right for the kibble as if he hadn't eaten in hours and hours and hours. So I don't know. I think that some cats just prefer indoor cat food, even if they're outdoor cats.
We had like a weird little stray cat massacre recently. A bunch of coyotes turned up like a block away.
Oh no. It's funny because you know there's coyotes around here, different coyotes, smaller coyotes, and they're always a threat to cats. But it's very rare that I hear someone whose cat actually got attacked or killed by a coyote.
Oh, I feel it's like every story I hear about someone's indoor cat getting out in LA is like, you don't always know, but like sure. That's what happened.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Everything maxed out. It's just us
Everything maxed out. Almost. We still got 2 heads chances.
Yeah, it's just us and God now. 3 heads chances? Did it go to 60 or 55?
I think it went to 60.
So there's 3.
Look at this coin. I love this maxed out coin.
Yeah, the cruelty of not letting us keep the maxed out coin is the...
It definitely took us longer to get maxed out.
I agree.
Than last time. But 10 in a row is 10 in a row.
Yeah, I think
all progress is no progress until you hit 10.
I think we got more like big streaks before, and so we're higher up the tree.
Yeah, we got to 1,000 very quickly due to an 8 run. This is hugely controversial of me. I don't have outdoor cats anymore, and haven't for a long time. Codabuck says, please keep your cats indoors for their safety, even if you don't care about the native wildlife for some reason. I think that's good and totally fine to keep your cats indoors, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I've never had an outdoor cat. I don't think I would ever have an outdoor cat.
I looked into this heavily because I was not satisfied with the information about how much damage cats are doing to like local birds. Oh my God. There it is. So oh wait, it's going. Where'd the bug come from?
682 flips though.
That was fast.
Quick, how do I take screen caps on?
Well, we're recording.
Oh, hey.
We've got 30 screen caps a second. See, look at that. It's all, it's no progress until it's full progress.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what the hell is Egg Bug?
Egg Bug was the co-host logo, which it did look like, but not that much like. Was it meant to be that?
I don't know. Oh,
it is Egg Bug. Wow. Shout out to Egg Bug.
You want to do one more of these?
I can do one more of these.
600.
That was barely even one. 682.
Yeah, we're never gonna. That's the problem. Is we're really gonna.
I think we can beat it. I think that for sure we can beat 1,000 again. No, not even. No chance that it takes us over 1,000. That would be insane.
I'm really getting different opinions about this.
About which one? Which thing? Oh, about how long it's going to take?
For the first one, heads chance might be correct. Because we know we're going to get these also quickly.
Yeah. Oh God, flip time. No way. It's flip time. Look at here's the thing. Once you factor in, it might be heads combo multiplier. It could be. I don't know. But between seconds and flip time, heads chance, there's just no way. Them queries again, I truly think there's no strat. You're right. You're right in a sense, in a major sense. But if you're talking about, I think we're talking about like, I don't know, seconds of time here, which is why there's no strat, because the what is optimal is so minimally relevant.
Especially because over a long enough timeline, you have infinity money.
Right. And that's the real truth of this game.
Yeah.
Who's paying us?
I think the coin is.
The coin is paying us? Why does the Mockingbird not need this?
Like, I'm not sure right now the right move isn't to save up the 25 cents.
I think that it probably is. But flip time is so good to me.
Yeah, that's definitely next. Because this is literally torture.
If the coin doesn't want us to get heads, why would it pay us to get heads?
No, I don't know.
Is this a special coin, or are many coins like this?
Oh, I don't know.
Because if many coins were like this, you bet that I'm gonna be like, do you remember when Flip Cup was big and people were stacking and collapsing solo cups in like half a second? No, that's not Flip Cup. That's or cup stacking, whatever
cup stacking,
it's called. Yeah. I would be like that with these. It would be lightning fast. You wouldn't know it hit you. I'd be getting paid so much money to flip these coins so fast that I can get my hands on, several of these guys.
Sure.
Ogedog Moose says, Keith is just describing shiny Pokemon hunting when people have multiple games running. I'll tell you why that's not true. Because I love Pokemon. I would never shiny Pokemon hunt. Because as much as a piece of me would like it, Pokemon are not real. I'm talking about a real world where I get real money.
This has been an incredible cold run.
Yeah, this is really something. This is why that flip time. Oh, although now upgrade base coin did help there just then. We can get chance if you want.
Do want.
Oh my god.
I know.
We should get five. We should get the 5%. Now that we're on a run, we might as well get 5%.
Or we want to get the chance because then it makes the next one more.
Oh, that's what I mean. 5% chance.
Yeah.
Oof. Ogie Doug Moose says, I respect a real world with magic coins. Yeah, this is one of the problems with the real world is that it has no magic coins in it. It has no magic anything.
Too real.
Yeah. Like, in every book full of so much terror as our real world, at least they've got magic coins.
Yeah, I'm... Those endings have a 10% chance of the coin actually landing heads. Oh, I think the first time I get a repeat ending, I have to walk away from this game forever.
A repeat ending would really hurt. That would really hurt. Do you think they might cross off the endings? Once you get one, maybe it won't repeat.
It says it's random, and they're pretty into their random here.
That's true. Oh, okay. Apparently that's what happened to Jack, getting a repeat ending. I hope to get 3 distinct endings.
Yeah, I don't know how long I could chase that 1 in 10 of getting the quote-unquote real ending.
Well, because I'm not a flipper game person on a good day. And so that this is so stripped down and funny and stupid, I guess. It's extremely stupid. It makes it a smaller pill to swallow.
I think if this was on my phone, this would be a real problem for me. Really? Yeah.
If this was on my phone, I'd never play. I would never. This is not a game I'd ever do, like, not on a stream.
I think I need to see. If it were on my phone, I would need to see all 10 endings.
I have a very difficult and a very difficult and difficult to understand metric for when something is not worth my time. I find that people are frequently confused by what I will and won't do.
Yeah, you strike me as someone who does spend a lot of time on stuff.
Yeah, very specific stuff that is hard to draw conclusions from. Like, I don't play almost any game on my phone ever. For years I played Pokemon Go. That's different, and I actually been playing again recently. That's different because that's during a walk.
Sure.
So it's like this extra thing to do during a walk, and so it's different. It like fundamentally feels different than a phone game. And then for the last few months, I also played the Pokemon Pocket TCG,
right?
Which is a phone game for sure, but it is an emulation of a different game. Sorry, not an emulation of. It is emulating a different game that I like outside of phone games.
And if you want to hear us talk about that game, friendsatable.cash, one of the recent Clapcasts, is all about Pokemon TCG
that's
Pocket.
True. Was there not a
Clapcast a Clapcast that my wife called the most boring thing she's ever heard in her life?
Was I on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was me, you, Allie, and Austin.
Okay. I guess I got this conflated, thought that maybe we did a side story about it, but I guess we didn't.
If there was a side story, I was not on it.
No, I think that we just talked about, I don't know. Those podcasts, they go, the words come out of my mouth and they're gone from my brain.
Yeah, I hear that. We're on the last upgrade for everything but flip.
Butt flip?
Oof.
Do you think combo mult or coin worth?
I think it's always coin worth because it makes the next ones easier, especially this one where it goes up by 4 times.
Yeah. Well, mult also makes the next ones easier.
Yeah.
The question is how as easy?
Less. Right? Especially if 40%.
I think so. Because we'd be going up from 50 to 100, right? That's a huge jump.
25 cents to 100.
Oh, there's no 50-cent coin?
I don't think so. JFK never died in this world.
Wow. It's funny that I think for a long time you could like speculate how bad JFK being killed ended up being for America. But now in Trump's second term, it's indisputable that it was horrific.
Yeah.
Because of his nephew.
Well, in that way, RFK being shot might be worse. Because one...
You don't think that the ball rolled downhill from the brother?
Well, I guess in the sense that I don't think RFK would have been running for president if Kennedy had been reelected, in which case he probably wouldn't have gotten shot.
Or if JFK did 2 terms, it might have been very natural for him to be elected president without being assassinated.
Sure. But yeah, the RFK's always felt bigger to me because like Nixon did so much damage to us as like a country that thinks about the power of the presidency.
This isn't about how good or bad the Kennedys are. This is just a butterfly effect question.
Yeah.
To the chat who's talking about how good or bad the Kennedys are. I think that has no bearing, whatever your opinions are on the Kennedys. I just think it changes the future so much.
Although you do have...
Triggin says JFK stands for just flip coins. I think that's true.
Speaking of old computer games, though, I remember having a game where you played as JFK and you survive the assassination and you try to get yourself reelected while also trying to solve your own assassination.
That sounds good as hell.
But I was like 8, so I was just like not sophisticated enough to interact with all these systems, so I kept just getting assassinated again. For
what game is that? I gotta fucking play that game.
I think it was called Re-elect JFK.
Re-elect JFK is a first-person simulation that puts you in the role of JFK. On November 22nd, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was shot down by an assassin's bullet. Since that time, people have wondered how history might have been different. We were just wondering, so proof's in the pudding.
Yeah.
How history might have been different if JFK had lived to complete his first term. Would America have gotten more deeply involved in Vietnam? Yes. Would the Civil Rights Act of 1964 have been passed? No. Would he have been Sorry, I'm definitively answering these questions. I don't mean to. Would he have been re-elected to a second term? Yes. Re-elect JFK is a first-person simulation that puts you in the role of President Kennedy. You have survived the assassination attempt in Dallas, and so this game just presupposes that you do that, which you were not able to do.
No, I did, and then I went back to Dallas like 8 weeks later and got shot again. And
what?
died.
They had a second attempt? Okay. You must continue on your quest for re-election in 1964. Along the way, you will confront key political issues such as Vietnam and the Civil Rights Movement. You will also face the challenge of discovering who is responsible for the attempt on your life. You will play 50 game weeks, which will take you from the assassination attempt of November to Election Day in 1964.
All right, so it might have been more than 8 weeks before I got shot, but...
Yeah.
If this game is still playable in any way, I would love to revisit it.
We've got it. Well, I believe that I was on... Oh,
also, this game is fully voiced.
Wow. 1994. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll figure out how to get this game and we'll play it. Run Button has had on the list for a very, very long time. Titanic Adventures Out of Time, because my cousin Ted wanted us to play it. And that game came out in 1996 and was also a fully voiced point-and-click adventure. We had a lot of trouble getting it to work. The version that we downloaded from the internet just crashed after the first hour. But he made us a virtual machine to play it in. So maybe that virtual machine will work for
Re-elect JFK.
Re-elect JFK if we can't get it to run something.
I remember, this is going to be weird because this is a long time ago, obviously. I played this when it was like somewhat new. And again, I said I was like too young to really interact with all of these systems. But I remember finding a secret room in the White House that was like supposed to help me investigate this. And just being like, well, I don't know what the hell any of this shit does, and just leaving. And I guess that's the thing is, like, the game is like, people keep meeting with you and ask you to make like hard decisions about things like Vietnam and the civil rights movement. But then it's also like, I bet if you solve your own murder, you just get reelected, you know? Like...
Right.
And that probably is true in real life. If JFK had figured out... If JFK had survived the assassination and single-handedly solved his own attempted murder, I think he probably gets reelected.
I think so, too. I also think it's funny that he doesn't get killed in Dallas, but they can't find Lee Harvey Oswald.
Right, yeah, no. And knowing that it's Lee
funny.
Harvey Oswald does not help you play the game.
Right.
You can't just say it's Lee Harvey Oswald.
There's no box to type in that says Lee Harvey Oswald, and then it goes ding, ding, ding.
I mean, maybe in that game something else happens.
Yeah, it's true. It could be anything. It could be the CIA. That would make for a better game than some random idiot.
It would explain why they're like 6 months later, like, you got to go back to Dallas. It's like, I do?
Yeah. Do I? I was just almost killed there. And they're like, no, it's safe for sure. The CIA is on the case. Oh. That was money, though.
Yeah.
No dough, but we got money. Dalziel got a download link from archive.org. I will check that out, and then I will see if it runs in Ted's virtual machine.
You meet a lot with Bobby Kennedy in that game, too.
Does he seem nice? He's not nice at the time. He's not nice at the time.
Well, but he's the person who's most interested in solving your murder, your attempted murder.
That's fair.
Because he's the attorney general. It's like his job.
Right. But it sounds like he makes it your job.
Well.
Who are you, Jack Ryan?
Jack Ryan Kennedy.
Jack Ryan Kennedy.
Is that one of those movies where like the president is an action hero?
Yeah, those are the Tom Clancy books. Harrison Ford plays him in several movies. He starts off actually as a CIA agent. I was a big fan of these when I was 11 years old.
So because he's a CIA agent, is he just like canonically George Bush Sr.?
No, because he's cool. He's awesome. He's like, what if George Bush Sr. was like hot and cool?
Instead of puking on Japanese heads of state, he's puking bullets at bad guys.
Yeah. He was in so many books that became movies. Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger. I don't know how. Those are the ones that I know for sure are movies.
What about that one that was like White House Down? Is that the same?
Not here. Not here on this list. We've got the whole list is Hunt for October, Patriot Games, The Cardinal of the Kremlin, Clear and Present Danger, Sum of All Fears. Oh, that's a movie, I think. Without Remorse, Dead of Honor, Executive Orders, Rainbow Six, The Bear and the Dragon, Red Rabbit, and The Teeth of the Tiger. He's like, maniac Tom Clancy's version of Indiana Jones. Like, what if Indiana Jones was a CIA agent instead of a cool professor?
Sure.
I plead 12. That's who these books are for. They were for 12-year-olds and conservative 40-year-olds.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's a weirdly popular genre.
Yeah, it is. Sophie says they've gotten 2 endings. I don't know if anyone has one. Yeah, I'm starting to think that there isn't an ending where you just hit heads a 10th time.
It claims there is.
Oh, a lot of things are claimed.
The game claims that one of the 10 endings is...
Oh, does it?
You get heads, yeah.
I missed that. Oh, well, this is... Hyro says, Clancy honestly better than the Ben Shapiro and the books I've heard excerpts from on Behind the Bastards. Yeah, for sure. Tom Clancy is just because he's a conservative maniac doesn't mean that he's not a good writer. All of those conservative, wanted to be famous, creative dropouts who became the worst people in the world, in addition to whatever else they have going on that makes them evil, they also are deeply untalented, total hacks.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro's entire villain origin story is he wasn't good enough to get any jobs in Hollywood, so he did what he did.
Yeah.
And think of all the bad movies and TV shows you see. He's worse than all of those people.
I know. It's almost all of them. It's almost all of them. Well, I think that it highlights maybe something different than a lack of talent, which is the way that a lot of Hollywood works is he also has a lack of ability to be liked in a room.
Yeah.
which is, you know, that's one of the other ways, you know, a handful of people are, you know, get jobs in Hollywood because they're talented, and then the rest of them get jobs because the people that already have jobs like them. And sometimes those overlap. But how do you feel about your luck on this run?
Seems a little bad.
It seems like it's our worst run so far.
Yeah, I wish I could know how many flips I was at all times. I've switched hands. I'm now clicking with my left hand.
Ooh.
After thinking it would be a real shame to get carpal tunnel from this.
Don't let the coin get to you. Those are the thoughts that coin puts in your head.
Yeah. Fucking coin.
Yeah, give me that sad face, motherfucker, like you don't like that. Oh, didn't mean to be tails. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. That was our 1000th flip.
Wow.
Yeah, we were doing much better the first run, our 1000th flip, and of course on our second run we...
Yeah, first one was 1178. Second one was like 672.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this little... We've had such a hard time stringing combos.
Yeah, that's our real thing here, is that we're... I think when we were this far the first time, we were already at the next thing because we'd gotten many more combos.
Yeah, for sure. And we don't start making real money until 6 flips.
Yeah.
Are you flagging, Art?
I think so. I mean, I've got like half an hour before I even have to think about being like, well, goodbye, everybody.
Oh, my audio's getting weird. Oh. Ooh, that was our first good one in a long time. In the first one, I was collecting solfedges. In this one, we haven't gotten, I think, any. Have we gotten a single 8?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Here, do you need some motivational readings?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
All right. I very quickly, I was told that we needed readings for this game. I guess it's part of it. So I grabbed one of my favorite books from the shelf, The Mountain Poems of Stonehouse, a hermit, a Chinese hermit. This is a book translated by a guy Bill Porter, who's a great translator of mostly Chinese poetry, but also other Buddhist stuff. He goes by Red Pine. He also writes really incredible travelogues of traveling through China. And let's see, I think this will help you reframe the flips in your mind, which I think is important. That's an important part of the game.
Sure.
Examine the patterns of transient existence. The outcome of a game of chess isn't fixed. A monk in the mountains needs to be free. People in the dust grow old unaware. Wind-blown tea smoke floats above my head. Stream-born petals fill the pond outside. With 36,000 days, why not spend a few staying still?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a poor but happy follower of the way. Whatever happens takes care of my needs. Last night, the west wind blew down an old tree. At daybreak, firewood covered the ground. Wind-blown white silk wreathed the red scraps. Dewdrop pearls adorned the green cliffs. My survival has always depended on what's present. Why should I tire myself out making plans? The sunrise in the east, the sunset in the west, the bell at dusk, the rooster at dawn. The flux of yin and yang has turned my head to snow. Over the years, I've emptied 100 crocks of pickles. I plant pines for beams where I find room. I spit out peach pits and make peach tree trail. This is for the bow-weary birds in the world. Head for the mountains and choose any tree. You feel like that's reframed tales in your mind?
Yeah, maybe.
Reasoning comes to an end. A thought breaks in the middle. All day, nothing but time. Undisturbed all year. On deserted mountains, clouds come and go. In the clear sky, the moon is a lonesome O. Even if yoga or alchemy worked, it wouldn't match knowing Zen.
I don't know about that. If alchemy worked, if I could turn lead to gold.
What good is the gold if you know Zen?
You can buy stuff with the gold.
Guys, he's not getting it. Let's see, maybe he'll tell me something about gold. This book is great, by the way. Each one of these poems has like a paragraph of text explaining stuff. Not every single one of them, but almost every single one has like an equally long or longer translator's note, which I find really funny. Sophie says, is it Zen to diss other people's hobbies? It's Zen to not care that you've done that.
Who was if you see the Buddha in the path, kill him?
Oh god, that's like, so that was old when this book was written. I don't know who said that. I can tell you. It may have no author. Those like cones are all so old.
Sure.
Let's see. This one says it is 9th century Chinese Buddhist monk Lin Chi Yishuan.
Hmm.
That was like 600 years before this book, I think, or something like that. I don't remember when Stonehouse was around. The thing that this says, maybe, is that what that date is? Late 13th century. Anyway, the thing that really fascinated me about these hermits is that when they stop being a hermit, because it wasn't really a permanent position, for a lot of people, you'd go up there to try and become as religious as possible all by yourself and then come back. But some people chose to live there their whole lives. But you would build your house, and then you'd live there, and then you'd leave. And so a lot of those houses are all still there, of these like famous poets and monks and who lived up in the mountains. And one of the interesting travelogues that Bill Porter wrote was like going and being like, who's living at Stonehouse's old house from 1,000 years ago? And you know, it's almost always someone. It's very interesting because they're like, why would I build my own house? I found this old house already here.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't remember what they're called. They have combination stove and beds because it gets so cold in the winter, so you sleep on the stove.
Sounds unpleasant, but sure. Just seems like you're going to scald yourself eventually.
I think they had really good control over the heat, the amount of heat.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, this one's tragic.
We're only like $3,600 too. It's
Hey, at least we're at 50%. Here, try this one. This one might help. The flux of attachments is easy to stop, but it's hard all at once to end love and hate. I laugh at the mountain for towering so high, and the mountain mocks me for being so skinny.
No, I don't know that's...
That didn't help.
No. Getting like phantom Discord sounds. It's weird.
I have also been getting phantom Discord sounds.
Is the game doing it?
Maybe it's the game. Maybe it's the next ending. Have you played any games recently that have given you more to do than flip a coin?
I mean, it's that time of year. I'm still just like heavily in MLB The Show.
Wow. This is later than it usually goes for you, isn't it? I thought that I guess we're getting close to the end of baseball.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end of
baseball. So it makes sense to ramp up.
It's tricky. Last year I did like almost all of my play after baseball ended. I took like a big break when baby came, and then came back after the World Series. I think this might be the longest I've like kept with it. Maybe my first year I got to the end.
I've definitely played more this year than any other year, except for the first year that I played, which I think was 2021 or 2020. I barely touched Diamond Dynasty, but I did tons and tons and tons of Road to the Show. And then since that first Road to the Show, they've slowly changed that mode so much that it's no longer something that I want to spend any time doing. But I got knocked off of my habit by COVID when I got COVID last month, and then catching up on recording and editing stuff. And then Isaac had a few friends over for like half a week, and so it's been hard to stay consistent with it. I've got like no neons. I've got like 8 maybe.
Oh, I have all the neons.
But I need to do that so that I can get... I don't need to, but it's really behooves you to get them so that I can get the finest guys. The finest vouchers, which I do have a couple of already. But
I have all of the finest vouchers.
The problem is that the neon cards aren't even that good. Once you get to 99...
A couple neons are good.
Yeah.
And the collection, all 3 of the collection rewards are good, but...
Yeah, it's just like when I was getting the All-Star, which is also part of Team Affinity, the All-Star players were like the best players in the game, you know, maybe tied with a couple guys from the draft thing for like 3 weeks. But there was no point where the neon guys were really worth using mostly.
Right, yeah, except, the guys in the collection are.
I'm not following much of this, but I'm enjoying the neons and the finest guys. These are collections of baseball players. The most recent thing that is like the big unlock thing that you can grind away at is a series where all of their names are written in neon, so they're like the neon collection. And then I don't know why they call it finest. Just they take the person who is best all year on the team and they give them a card that's called the finest.
Yeah, it's like the best person on the team who didn't get another 99 for doing something else is like the...
Oh, so like the 3rd or 4th best guy on the team?
It's like the best guy on non-playoff teams and then the best guy on the playoff teams who didn't do something really exciting in the playoffs.
Okay. So it's highly qualified finest.
Right. Like last year, like Aaron Judge ended up being in the finest set because he sucked in the playoffs.
Got it. And the playoffs will have their own cards, so those would be the better cards.
Right. Yeah. I guess it probably depends. If you get eliminated in the first round, maybe not.
You know what I'm liking in real baseball right now? Not that I'm watching a ton of real baseball, but everyone loves it when Shohei Ohtani's hitting home runs, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I love when he's pitching really well, because that's important to me, that he's still pitching well.
Well, he had a new 50-50 club this year. Last year, of course, he was the first member of 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases in a year. And this year, he's the first member of 50 home runs, 50 strikeouts in a year.
It's so cool.
It's not very many strikeouts, but you know.
It's not, but he's been on a run recently with scoreless innings. Mm-hmm. Or at least he was, a day and a half, 2 days ago when I saw.
Playoffs are going to be interesting. It looks like if the Mets make the playoffs, they'll play the Dodgers in the first round, which is going to be horrible, but...
Horrible because they will
not. I do not think the Mets will be defeating the Dodgers.
I don't think so either. But the Mets have always been my third favorite team.
Although the Dodgers hitting has not been amazing this year, so they could always go cold.
They could always go cold.
And I can't recommend enough the pitching ninja videos on Nolan McLean, the Mets rookie pitcher. He's
Oh, is he the guy that's throwing extremely movement heavy pitches right now, like late breaking but extremely aggressively breaking sliders or whatever.
Yeah, his curveball has the highest spin rate in the league. And I can't wait to find out what part of your body that destroys. But for now, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Pitching's tough. Pitching's really tough.
Especially in the modern era, yeah. But I recommend you get on MLB The Show and get the... they did a free Mike Trout 400 home runs program.
Oh, I should do that.
So there's a very strong Mike Trout out there.
And in the world.
Yeah, uh-huh.
There's a second extremely powerful Mike Trout.
What in real life it took him like 6 weeks to get from 398 to 400. He hit 398 and they had like a stream for the show and they were like, we have the 400 program ready for when he hits it. And it took him like a month and a half. It was...
Look, he's been playing baseball for a long time.
He's been playing baseball for a long time. He's banged up.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who's like not as old as you think because he's been playing for so long, but like they play a lot of games of baseball in a year.
I know. I've been on this for years. I think that baseball should go down to 100 games a year. And that is a million times more important than a pitch clock.
I disagree, but I hear you.
It's so many games of baseball. Like, I just don't think that anybody could reasonably say that 100 games of baseball a year isn't enough. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Oh, it exploded.
It exploded.
I'm very happy to have gotten a unique ending, though.
Yeah.
And we got it. We came in under 2K. Sure, it was worse than our first two combined. I think on average, though, I think we came out pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
This Mockingjay staring at us. What a jerk.
Yeah.
The Mocking Bear.
All right. Well.
Oh, you're tabbed away. You should tab back in for the sign out.
Oh, sure. I was just going and reading chat.
Yeah.
You need that many. It's already like all of the counting records are already never going to get touched. You need the games.
You could just make every game worth, after the change, worth 1.25 or something.
Because it's always ready. Like we're never going to have another, whatever, how many wins we're never going to see again for pitchers and 700 home runs and all that stuff. Everything's gone.
Well, I think, doesn't it mean like, because we're never going to see anybody ever beat those, doesn't that mean that it's the perfect time to knock 60-something games off?
But if you knocked all those games off, you'd suddenly have like, well, such and such was the best player of their generation and they had like 230 home runs, and like that just isn't very impressive.
I'm thinking, time is so long. Either nothing lasts long enough for it to matter, or it goes out forever. And so with that view, I think that people will be able to frame in their minds like, okay, let's say that in 40 years, someone's looking at baseball and be like, well, best of his generation, he had 240 home runs, but they're going to live in a world where all the baseball players are getting, 160 career home runs or 140 career home runs, or, they're going to already live in the new context.
No, I want them to hit more home runs.
I think people can't keep up with it. It's too many. Football has 3.5 games per season, and it's the most popular thing in the world. I don't think that you should be chasing football, but I think that there's a reason why football is so much more popular, and it's not because it's a better game, because it isn't.
Well, no, I mean, football is more popular because, well, here are some reasons football is more popular. I think football is more popular because it's like religion to so much of the country.
Like TV show, religion is only once a week.
Uh-huh. But it's not, because football's on Monday, Thursday, college football's on Saturday, pro football's on Sunday, high school football's on Friday.
But you could also add other teams' games to how many baseball games there are if you want to count other games.
Well, I just mean the people are watching football very many times per week.
Yeah.
In a way they don't watch lower division baseball.
I don't know how many people are actually doing that. I know a bunch of people watch college football. It's hard to even wrap my head around that. It's so bizarre of an idea to me.
I don't know, because even when I did watch football, I never watched Thursday or Monday football, even if my team was playing it. It was like, this is not the football day. I'm not doing it. But they wouldn't do it if people weren't watching it.
But this is okay. But I want to. Just Observing says, if you follow one football game, it's one game a week at least, or one football team, it's one game a week at least. But like sometimes baseball has multiple games a day. To follow baseball, you sometimes have to watch more than one game in a whole day.
Yeah, I mean, a baseball team, when the season is going, is playing 6 days a week.
Yeah.
You either get Monday off or Thursday off.
And then you can't, and then then there's every other team. Like if you're interested in, like growing up, my best friend, Ben, was a Red Sox fan and a Cubs fan. And so he was watching Red Sox games and Cubs games. Like that's so much only a child could do that. An adult could never do that.
I think there's something for me in like the lack of completion. Like I will never ever watch 162 games of baseball in a year.
Right.
And because I know I'll never watch all of them, it's just like, well, whatever I catch is fine.
I think that's a great attitude, but I still think that the same thing would be true if there was 100 games. From March to September, 100 games.
So you're keeping the season about the same length.
Yeah. For me, the goal is to give fans and players a less overwhelming and oppressive schedule.
I think that the oppressive parts of like modern baseball are not in the
you don't think playing baseball 6 days a week is oppressive to baseball players?
I don't think it is for most position players, no.
The travel.
I mean, they're flying private. Like, it's that hard to get on
I wouldn't want to fly private and be, on the road every week. Flying from place to place to play baseball. Yeah, I know, for most position players, but how much fewer, elbow surgeries would we see with 100 games a year?
The elbow surgeries are about how hard they're throwing, I think, more than how often they're throwing. But
you think so? You think that isn't it an A times B?
Well, because the season's been 162 games for a long time, and the elbow surgeries have really come up in the last decade or so as they've really emphasized velocity and spin over other parts of pitching.
It would be impossible to tell hitters to be worse. So you can't let pitchers pitch more poorly. But what you can do is give them more time between games, give them fewer overall games to play, give them fewer. And this one hurts me. This is me. For me, I love a pitcher who can go 8 innings, 7 innings, 8 innings, 9 innings. But it is evil to do. So I'm like, fewer games, less pitches overall thrown per pitcher.
But like Greg Maddux was throwing complete games with like less than 100 pitches and not doing it with 100-mile-per-hour stuff. They could teach people to nibble the corners, and
they could bring back the knuckleball.
They could bring back the problem with the knuckleball is you need another catcher. You need like a knuckleball catcher.
I don't think that's that hard to do though.
Well, but it's another roster spot.
It's another roster spot, but don't you think you could just teach a catcher to catch knuckleballs? Is it that hard?
I know that yes, seems to be the answer.
I think that they can do it. Sports science has come a long way.
Like when the Red Sox had Tim Wakefield, they needed a guy whose job was just to catch Tim Wakefield.
I was such a huge fan of Tim Wakefield. And he pitched until he was 100 years old.
It doesn't fuck up your arm.
Doesn't fuck up your arm.
Throwing 103, that fucks up your arm.
Theories of Solid says, for a bit, MLB was going off the theory that forcing pitchers to pitch more would make them pitch less hard and counterintuitively save their arms. That's something that someone wrote on a page knowing it would never happen. There's no way that anyone at MLB ever seriously thought that pitchers pitching more would force them to pitch less.
Tricky said the other problem was everyone has to throw the hardest slider and those insane spin rate, and the torsion just blows up your elbow. That is basically that, and the fastballs. Yes,
it's both of those things.
And you can look. I think it was Mark Pryor was the first pitcher that was really doing this. You can see when pitchers started doing this M shape. Once you see someone point this out to you, you'll never not see it. But when the pitcher's lead foot comes down, their arms are kind of doing an M, and that just gets more like force through your elbow, and that's how pitchers can throw faster these days, and it's why their elbows are exploding.
Do you mean when they throw, their arm goes out at the end?
That they're between their glove hand and their pitching hand, they're sort of, and their body, they're sort of making an M.
Right. I totally know what you're saying. Yes, for sure.
That didn't used to be how they taught you to throw.
Yeah. And I was going to say not everyone is Greg Maddux, but not anyone is Greg Maddux.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming out tonight to watch us play Unfair Flips. This game rules.
Yeah, we got 3 distinct endings coming in at well under 3K for 3 endings.
Yeah.
No, I'm wrong. Well under 4K.
Well under 4K, endings. Yeah.
Just over 3K. Do we have anything specific to plug right now?
No, I don't think so.
I have something specific to plug.
Go for it.
Run button.
Run button, friends of the table.
If you want to go to contentburger.biz, right now the first of 3 watch-along episodes of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies are up. We have a version that is video, don't tell on us. And then we have a version that is just a sliver of video so that you can line it up with your own movie. And then also that's in the podcast feed. Actually, it's the only thing in the Run Button Patreon podcast feed. So you can watch it any way that you want. It's me and Kyle watching the Sonic 1, which we had never seen, with Jim Carrey and James Marsden and Ben Schwartz. And then we've already recorded the second one. We recorded these in January. And then we're going to do the third one. And those will all be up, in the near future. And in addition to that, we have right now 3, soon to be 4 episodes of a Lorelei and the Laser Eyes Let's Play. Those will eventually be on YouTube, but they're going to all go up on Patreon Early Access first. So it'll be a few weeks. So a great way to see them now, and they've been really good, is to go to contentburger.biz. And then on Tuesday, we have our episode of The Village for Media Club Plus art.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Signs was just came out 2 weeks ago. And so on the 30th will be The Village.
Wow.
Unless I've skipped one in my mind. No, I didn't. Okay.
No, and then soon I have to watch The Happening.
Yeah, soon we have to watch The Happening. It's finally happening. It's finally The Happening.
I can see from my achievements that the endings we got have a 20% chance, a 20%, and a 30% chance. So we have gotten 70% of the endings by probability.
Yes.
But they said there's 10 endings, so the other 7 endings are a combined 30% chance. That sucks. But there's only 2 achievements really left.
Tough. Is one of them see all the endings?
Maybe.
Dalzio says, "Did I miss Unbreakable?" You did miss Unbreakable. We have that came up. That went up 5 weeks ago. 7 weeks ago. No, 5 or 7. I don't know. 5.
Yes, Deep Flaw is correct. We're presuming 20% and 10% and 10% landing on. Yeah, I can see there's two achievements I don't have, and each of those seems to be an ending. Yes, everyone seems to be correct about what was. You are all right, and it's just that it's a 10% chance of getting the 10th heads.
Oh, okay. So there's a 10% chance of getting heads and a 90% chance of getting one of a handful of endings.
Right. Of which we have seen all but one.
Okay. Wow, we're almost complete.
Almost there, yeah.
I fear it shall never happen.
Maybe not for us.
Maybe not for... Oh, yeah, for someone. Someone's going to get it. Maybe... Did Jack get one of the endings that we didn't get?
I don't know.
That would be a great way for me to see that ending.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody here had caught that.
Why don't we give the chat just long enough to tell us the answer to that question, and then we'll get out of here. And yeah, all the regular stuff, friendsofthetable.cash, friendsoftetable.shop, friendsoftetable.cash, Burn Thrones for $2 off the $5 tier your first month, build tables for 20% off any other tier.
By the time this is up, those codes won't work, but you should still go and sign up.
But if you're here now...
If you're here now, it totally will work. Which is a great reason to follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
I hate that I have to say follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, because subscribe on Twitch means something totally different. That's very annoying to me.
Give me the podcast with baseball talk and poetry readings. I mean, unfortunately, I think like those, but podcasts like that are when the Patreon is so high that we can all do this for everything we do.
Yeah.
So tell 6 or 7 friends about Friends at the Table.
Tell 6 or 7 friends about Friends at the Table. And frankly, Run Button.
Yeah.
Jack did get the ending that we didn't get. So that's a great, any viewer, any friends of the youtube.com/friends of the table viewer will be able to see all endings.
Wow. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for
good night.
Thanks for
coming.
Watching. Here's this bumper. I think I'm still talking. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.